This is a scenario. Mom, I have something to tell you.
What? Why? You're pregnant?
What? No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to tell me what?
I have a boyfriend. Okay, bye.
Even worse.
Which I really hope my parents is not watching this video. Oh, no, I doubt it. So after all the good letters I've been rating, I chose this one. Calling all Asian parents. I'm sure that all of us has dealt with trying to get your parents to approve, or if you have easygoing parents, then we hate you. This is Sierra from Illinois. Dear Jermaine, met a boy last year at the bowling team. Girl, you got yourself a tosser. I'm sure he can knock your pins out. 2 months ago, he confessed he had feelings for me. And we've been talking ever since. He's turning 19 in May and I'm turning 16. He's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. And all my friends think he's great too. But the problem is, my mother. You're talking problems, I'm talking issues with mine. My mother doesn't approve of him because he's going to college and I'm gonna be a sophomore. She won't even meet him. We've been secretly talking and Skyping the whole time. How can I convince my mother that he's super nice and respectful? Oh, I have lots to say. Boys are like apples. You take a bite out of them, and if they're sweet, you want to keep eating it. And if they have some brown stuff, you might want to move on to the next apple and get yourself checked out at the doctor's. Alright, you guys, let me give you the lowdown on the hoedown. Growing up, I was not allowed to date. Ever! My parents didn't even believe in the word dating. And if boys just want just even a name, it's all of a sudden World War III. Quotes of a Filipino mother.
Si Filipino? O kissing or touching? What are you doing with the boy? He only wants your peck.
Actually, my mom never used that one on me. She won't even say the word vagina. I don't know what your relationship is with your mother, but with my mother, we never had a good relationship. I mean, even now, she was just always just so feisty. I was always very stubborn. I never really listened to my parents because everything they said, like, I've always felt like my parents lived in this box, and anything that entered it from the outside world, they just freaked the F out. I gotta give it to my parents because I love the person that I am because of the person that they've made me become. I kind of sort of hit him for like 5 years. First met him, I was like, all right, this guy looks like a loser. Yeah, I was dating this guy and you know how that is with Asian parents. I don't think that Asian parents are racist. I think they're just kind of ignorant, you know? Oh my god, this mother gave me hell. I'm not talking like devil and stuff. I'm talking like Nene from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was just a crazy egg. Every time I was kind of seeing a boy, my parents sat them down in their kitchen like an interrogation table. Oh!
Are you going to college? What do you want to be? Not enough money.
We'd hang out and she'd secretly call my school or just jump out of the bushes out of nowhere. And for so long, I just was so angry and I resented my mother for it. And it was just, you're a typical teenager. And my parents' disapproval was always the reason for me lying, sneaking out. When you get in a relationship at a very young age, you're most likely to get hurt. Kind of blinded by what is reasonable or what is logical or what is the right thing to do because we haven't really experienced any of that. So Sierra and the rest of the world, I'm going to give you 3 advice that I had to learn, and once I actually took my own advice, it worked out.
Rule number 1, always remember that your parents are people too.
You have to remember that your parents are people too. Children don't come with instruction manuals. Your parents go through uncertainty when raising kids because it's not easy. I mean, would you like to see your child get hurt? And there's 2 kinds of parents. They either tell you to stop or let you do it or learn the consequences on your own. Who's to say who's the better parent? My parents never accepted anybody I dated.
Mother, no way I'm dating an Asian!
And the worst thing to do when you want your parents to approve of your boyfriend, don't get angry. Because the more you get angry, it's just useless because it really doesn't get you anywhere. You want to exert that same energy into somebody that you can potentially fall in love with, you know?
Rule number 2, act mature.
That way, your parents are convinced that you can handle situations with logic and reason. I've learned to show my maturity through my actions rather than my words, because words are cheap, actions are powerful. Number 3!
Always tell the truth, regardless.
I was a compulsive liar to my parents when I was dating someone. Like, I can't make a good liar because I have bad memory. Ladies, the more you lie, the more you have to remember and cover up things.
You got it?
Yeah, okay, well those are 3 things that I had to learn at this age. So Sierra, thanks for your letter, and your letter has been read. Who's the next letter? See you guys next week.